Hello and welcome to another episode of the Dexter Loves Annie podcast. My name is Kat. This is a podcast about everything that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. I've got quite a lot done actually. I haven't been doing any designing, but there's been plenty of knitting. As you can tell, this is now finished. So we're going to have a little pause in a minute so I can take it off again, because it's sweltering. So I took some standing up photos a minute ago, and then I thought I'd wear it for you to say hello, and then now it needs to come back off because it's hot and my blanket's trying to attack me. So just a minute. Right, we're back. Whew. Didn't take any time taking this off. The problem was wrangling with that blanket. I like it back there just so that I've got, something nice to put my head against. So the blanket, it is the Tin Can Knits basic cardigan pattern. This is number 2. Prefer it much more to the Petite Knits. Can't remember what that hoodie was called. Oh, the sun's coming through. Good Lord. I look like Casper the Ghost then. Oh dear. So I did exactly the same as I did for the one that I made for Dad's funeral. I added in some short rows at the back. I'd put this stripe in, thinking that would mean I'd have enough to finish. Well, you know what thought did, right? Yeah. I got to about, I don't know, there on the sleeves. I did the sleeves 2 at a time and just ran out. So I had to bite the bullet and buy more yarn. Thankfully, I had plenty of the fluff. I don't remember what that was. I think it was a Hobie mohair, but I don't remember because this was frogged from an old cardigan. And I kind of, frogging's so traumatic, right? So I frogged it and started knitting with it straight away, just so that all that hard work wasn't wasted. In my mind, people feel about these things differently, don't they? But yeah, so I did the stripes and then didn't actually need to, but I don't know, I like them. I would have preferred not to have them, but anyway. So since I finished this, the weather's warmed up and I can't actually wear it. I haven't blocked it either. We're now in nice warm weather. We're at the point now where you should be sort of washing and blocking your knitwear ready for, to store over the summer. If you wash it, then you get rid of all your skin cells so that the fabric moths don't try and get in. There's a few now. Let's hope the weather holds. So I'm going to have to make a start on that at some point, but this will be the first one. The yarn is a Malabrigo yarn. I did know what it was called. I had it already in my head. It's gone. I'll find it, you know me. I'll put it down somewhere. These are some of the buttons that I bought in France. But I think I kind of got a little over enthusiastic. There's quite a lot there. Don't know if I will keep them all on there. I might take a couple off, space them out a bit. I don't know. They're like sort of topazzy gems. Certainly don't try and give me a hug when I've got this on, because you might end up with 10 bruises down your front. Be quite good as a protection against assault, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I went down a size in needles like I normally do, because I have to, because I knit tight, loose, I knit loose. And it's lovely, and it's done. And I have probably about 70 grams left of that yarn now. Oh dear. But I've got the other, see that cardigan that I talked about that I frogged was 2 different browns. This one and a lighter one. think it's chocolate Unbargo. There you go, chocolate Unbargo. Just ordinary Malabrigo 4-ply sock. So, and I have to say I am really enjoying the Tin Can Knits app. Sorry, I've got itchy lip. That was kind of a weird face to make. I'm so sorry. My weirdness coming out on you now. There are a couple of glitches, and I used to be a software tester many moons ago for accounting software. And I'm accredited, old school accredited. They probably do everything very differently now. And there were a couple of glaring things to me. And I didn't know, because sometimes developers don't like you pointing out their mistakes. But there was one actual error where it wasn't resetting itself, where you came out and went back into the pattern. So this is an app where their patterns plug in, and you tell them what size you're doing and what variations you're doing, because that can be cropped or not, or whatever. And it just shows you the pattern that you're going to do, and you can have notes in, and it's really handy. And then you have like a counter where you just press it every time you've done one a step. You press the button and it moves you to the next step, so you know where you are. You never lose where you are. Anyway, so I messaged them and said, look, there's an issue. Actually, in fact, I took it with me to France, and I wanted to work on it on the boat. Got on the boat, got halfway across the channel to discover that it doesn't store anything locally on the phone. So thankfully I had actually downloaded the pattern as well to my phone. So I kind of guessed wrong and did too many stitches on the sleeves, but it's fine. We decreased and it's fine. But yeah, I got there. But I wrote to them and said, hey, it'd be really cool if you could make this available locally on the device, because I got stuck. And they were really cool. They wrote back to me, and I said to them that I don't want to overstep, but these other things could change. And I am a software tester, so tell me to bugger off. If you don't want to know, it's absolutely fine. And they were really open to it. And I said I'd really like something like this to be available for all patterns. And they went, So, hold the phone. You never know. So yeah, I was really impressed with that. I can't say higher things about that app. So check it out. If you've got any Tin Can Knits patterns, download the Tin Can Knits app. It'll all plug in. It'll plug into your Ravelry, and try it out. See what you think. That'll do, donkey. So I have a whip. I decided that it was time to cast on another sock from my No Sock Pattern Left Behind project. So this is to knit all of the sock patterns that I've bought in the past, because you see a sock pattern, you go ooh, and you buy it, and then that's the last you hear of it. So where have we got so far? We've done the counting sheep. They are still down there. They're so sweet. I've worn them a lot. So yeah, I've done that one. Still got to do that one. Rhinebeck Roomies. Still got to do that. Now, these little tabs, I bought them on Temu. They're incredibly useful. I will show you what else I use them for in a bit. I'm going to keep going. Coastal Waters, Rowrow and Kades. That's on the list. Isle of Sands, Rowrow and Kades. And now we have got to the patterns that I have started. Funnily enough, it's another Rowrow and Kades. Under the Hill. I'm calling them my Hobbits' socks. They've knit up really fast. Okay, yes, I am doing them as shorties, because I'm not entirely sure about my yarn choice, to be honest. But this was done, sorry about that. It was done, the theme was Lord of the Rings, the Hobbits. And yeah, so let's just get on with it, shall we? I'm using, that is a Valley Yarns Huntingdon, kind of a beigey colour. I will dig the thing out. I haven't put it in a project bag because I just started it on a Friday night, and yeah, when I'd got to there by Tuesday, way past the hill. And this one, I had only just bought it actually because I had to add something else into my cart in order to get free postage. Girl math, knitter math. Why pay £5 postage when you can pay £15 and actually get a ball of yarn? So this is Malabrigo Ultimate Sock, and I do know that I have this here. Ultimate Sock. So the Malabrigo yarn sock doesn't have any nylon in it. So they call it sock, but it's useless for socks because it's just going to wear in immediately. They call this Ultimate Sock, and it has, it says 75-25, yeah, 75 merino superwash, 25%. Don't think that's focusing, is it? 25% nylon. And this colourway is called Myths, and I love it. I wasn't sure if it was the right yarn for this pattern because it doesn't always go well, does it, if you use a patterned yarn with a patterned, with a patterned sock pattern. I know what I'm trying to say. But it's a really simple and effective 6-stitch pattern, and it's a 3 and 3, and it's really intuitive, so you can just bash it out. And there's something about an interesting pattern that makes it go quicker. So I think I'm maybe 10 rows past the heel gusset, ordinary heel flap and gusset, and I need to sew the hole in at the ankle as usual. Only one. But yeah, I'm really loving these, and these are really, I always sort of cringe when people say fun knits because it's not your traditional idea of fun, is it? You know, it's not a roller coaster. I know some people don't find them fun. You know, it's not a fun game, but I found this fun. I would definitely call that a fun knit. So I'm looking forward to having those finished because it is summer and I need some more shorty socks. So yeah. So that is Rowrow and Kades. Oh, here's the contrast. Valley Yarns Huntingdon. 4-ply sock. 75-25 again. Fawn is the colourway. So yeah, Rowrow and Kades. Go find her on Amazon. No, Ravelry. It's late in the day. I'm recording in the afternoon today because my husband's out having some beers with his family tonight, and I'm all on my own. So I've been sort of languishing, not getting on with things. I really haven't been getting on with things. I've started a game on my phone, and it's taking over my life. I'm not normally a gamer, but this is fun. And then still to do on my patterns is a Kern Socks by Yarnia Designs and Teasel Socks by Jane Burns. I've already done the Daedalus socks, but I am going to do some more because I've got some more DK. Nest socks were done. So yeah, I'm not doing too badly. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including the ones I'm doing now, 7 patterns to get done by the end of the year. Who knows? I might even achieve it. I don't know whether to show you this or to do a separate. Nah, sod it. I started my, let's show you the pattern first that you know what I'm talking about. Choose Your Own Adventure sweater. I'm doing a separate series on this to mark my progress because this is my first big colourwork project. But I am doing this second set of mountains here on the yoke. I'm quite proud of myself because it doesn't look like it's pulling or snagging, and I've put it on. It goes over my head. I've not pulled it too tightly or anything. And these are the colours that I've chosen. So this is a dark grey, and this is like a turquoisey colour. And obviously we've got stitch markers in. Ooh, let's go around. Stitch markers in to mark the patterns, because, you know, who wants to do counting? Those are actually just little rings that I had from my jewellery making days. I don't even know where they came from, but I saw them one day. I thought, oh, they'd be really handy for knitting, and they are. So yeah, as I say, there's going to be a separate little video coming out on that pattern, how it's gone, like a vlog type thing. I don't know whether to release it all in one go or whether you'd like to see the process as it happens. So if you have any opinion about that, if you'd like to see it happening as it happens, or you want to just see it all in one go, as you know, have a cup of tea and see it all in one go, let me know in the comments. Now then, went to France to sort Dad's place out. That was a big trauma. I'm not going to go into it. But while I was there, as you know, I went to the local sewing shop to get myself some buttons, because there's no decent buttons in the UK, and I can't find any. And I'd completely forgotten that my mum collected buttons, and as a kid we would go through her button tin and play with them. And I know I'm not the only one, because I have a friend who used to do this as well, and I haven't shown her yet. But when we got back to the UK and we started again on the UK house, and we started on the craft room, the box room, that has about 6 or 7 knitting machines in there. Help me God. I found the tin. This is the thing that brought me joy as a child. Everyone, welcome to Mini Cat. Oh, hold on. Good. It's amazing. Look at these. And we'd get them all out, and we'd try and put the ones together. I mean, look at that. Oh, this is one of my favourites. This is one of my all-time favourites. Let me hold it. Look at that. Some cool, funky ones. And these bring back such great memories of just sitting there sifting through buttons. I know you guys are going to understand. I do have some friends that are going to be like, look at that cute little one. I don't have another hand to hide my face with to make that focus. Oh, and this one. Oh my gosh. I think there's more than one of these. I might have to see if I can use them. Look at that. So cool. So, yeah, I don't know quite what I'm going to do with these. Whether I'm going to try and use some. So these would look cool, wouldn't they? Oh, let's just do one. I've got 2 in my hand, but it's like a old school button. Proper Paddington toggle. I bought some of those recently for one of the things I did for my nephew. And yeah, I mean, I could sit here and poke through this lot all day. Look at that. I mean, that's got to be proper leather. And then as we dug further into this room, look at that. I've seen that one before. Don't remember it anyway. As we dug further into this room, the boxes, the tins, multiplied. So I know this is a fairly recent biscuit tin. you'd probably call them cookies in America. Fox's is quite an old brand of biscuits. But then an old Turkish Delight tin. Me and Mum loved Turkish Delight. Absolutely love it. If you ever want to like wave the white flag, the Turkish Delight will do it. That's only got a few in, but look how cool these are. The retro, and these are the ones that you cover. Yeah, I think the coating will come off those. Right, but they're pretty cool. But then in this big tin, she's basically, I think somebody must have had a closing down sale. There's loads of packs like this, so I never need to buy a button again. Look at these. 6p, 6 pence. Those 5. Amazing. And then there's another tin, I can't remember what's in it. Oh yeah, a tin full of, my mother was a teacher, so these are the actual gold stars that she would have put on her kids. Fantastic. And then a big bag of these. I reckon they came off a coat. They're the sort of thing you'd put on like a woolen coat. These are yummy. Nice green. And then a name badge for my mum. So yeah, I'm going to have fun poking through all of this. And I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you've not gone to sleep. Oh, look, red ones. So yeah. Tin number 2. Oh, let's put that back together. And then an old Quality Street tin. I mean, the tin itself is an antique. Oh, what do we call it? Vintage now. Not a huge amount in here, but these are pretty. Still in the wrapper. But I brought this tin home because I like the tin. But look what I found. The crochet hook. But I don't know whether it's bone or ivory or what. I'm going to have it checked out. It's beautiful. So that's mine now. And some other random buttons and beads and curtain rings. I assume these were for curtains at some point. Some big ass needles. I don't know what they're for. And a double pointed, that's a cable needle at that size, I'm guessing. Yeah, all sorts. Safety pins, all sorts in here. So yeah, I had treasure. Life stuff. Nothing. Same old. Working on a Monday at the pet shop. Spending a day a week clearing out the house at Dad's. The English house. House in France is on the market. We've got house clearers going in this week to finish clearing out what we couldn't do. I'm incredibly incapable in my current condition. No sign of my operation date yet. And that's it. Nothing to tell. At least there's no bad to tell, eh? So, yeah, that's it. Not too short, not too long. I hope you enjoyed looking through my buttons with me and seeing what I'm working on currently. And yeah, as I say, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see short bits of how I'm getting on with that jumper, or whether you just like one at the end. Although that's going to take me a little while, to be fair. Although I'm really enjoying it, so not as long as I thought. I am still working on the bean and olive, and that's 2 years now. I guess it depends how interesting it is. I find that interesting, so I'm probably doing more of that than I would just a plain stockinette stitch. I've got some more yarn for the advent coming. I hope you're enjoying that. I found a bargain on Etsy, so they'll be going in, and I bought myself some bits to throw into the bags too. So that's coming next week, and that's it. And I hope you have a lovely week, and let me know how you're doing. Tell me stuff in the comments. And I am waffling, and I probably won't be bothered to cut this out, so I'm just going to say goodbye now. I haven't been drinking, I promise. Goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one.